Hey spuddies, Potatomcwhiskey here, and welcome back to Let's Play Civilization 5 as Sweden. Now, we have managed to take Aquisasme and Montreal. No, I know it's Montreal. I don't know how to say this city. That's like, whew, that's asking me too much. But we're going to continue pushing here. I'm hoping to maybe extract peace, get 10 turns of peace so that we can bleed away our war weariness and continue on the fight. But for now, we may as well just continue as we are. Oh god, finding room for these units is very, very difficult. Bring tanks in over here. I know I got another tank somewhere here. Getting tanks to the front line when I have this, just this sheer number of units that I have on the front line is getting out of hand. Okay, choose production. We got our grocer in here that's helping with the poverty. We're at neutral happiness. Let's have a quick peek at the economic side of things. See, where's our big unhappiness cities? It looks like it's mostly these kind of newer cities and the ones that are in resistance and stuff like that. But yeah, I think we're kind of starting to finally begin to manage our happiness a little bit. Let's see if you want to trade. You have no luxuries that you can give me. Let's see, Polynesia, how do you feel? You're friendly. Hey, why don't you buy these? Buy these off me. How would you feel about that? You give me 23 gold per turn and exchange embassies. There you go. There you go. Now he's being friendly. Now I can see his capital. Ooh, what are you making? Oh, you're making a coal refinery. Ooh. Let's see. Grocer? Nay. I say we need a train station. And we need a factory. Train station factory provides the production that you need to get your daily dose of vitamin C. Pentagon, not too far away from it now. Slowly coming along. What if I were to put you in production focus? I'll take one turn off of it. Is one turn worth it? Maybe. Let's have a look. Yeah, you can stay there. Now you might take a lot of damage, but I think we've kind of got a handle on things. Out of curiosity, are there any more artifact sites just rumbling around? Let's see if I could get rid of these. I thought I'd seen a couple rambling around out here somewhere. Yeah, like over here and stuff. So I may go ahead and get some more of these archaeologists. We'll see. Okay, you come along here. I think at this point I'm going to turn off resource icons unless I need to know. Because again, the less map clutter that I have to deal with, the happier I am as a person. I'm starting to learn all the hotkeys to turn these things on and off at will anyway. I could go here, but this would maybe be a bit ambitious. Whatever, we'll go there. You move along the coastline, you just hold for a turn. A lot of these units are going to be just holding for a bit. It's reasonable to bring you up here. Now, we do need to be careful about these cruisers. Oh, forts act as canals? Huh. Interesting. So, this will be a few more turns before you can do that there. You're going to hold for a turn. Let's keep moving you along. So many units. Ah, thanks. Thanks for nothing. Let's get these guys off the road so that these tanks can get a little bit closer. Alright, there we go. We finished up the turn. Enemy is near still. Should be some good buildings finishing this turn, actually. Ah, my infantry was actually killed here. Unfortunate. I'm going to retreat these tanks out now to get repaired because I don't want to like over aggressively push and lose these units. These tanks are very, very useful. There's a bit of a choke point coming up here that we're going to need to push through. It's primarily going to be an artillery and infantry push until we can get tanks on the front line again. We may consider pushing over here to the west with tanks as well. We're also about to pick up some boosts from rocketry, which gives all my engineers +2 production. It may also be worth it to actually consider peace here. There's a great merchant has been born in Paris. How do you feel about peace? So a 10-turn peace treaty to lick our wounds, and you'll give me a bunch of gold as well. Alright, excellent. So that gives me 10 turns to try and stabilize my happiness. Let's see. Gain 200 gold, gain 200 gold, gain 400 golden age points. I like the idea of getting golden age points. Alright, we finished a factory over here. Let's continue to try to deal... Ooh, boredom is a big deal here. Well, let's grab the amphitheater and the circus then. Over here, right, we grab the growth, so that's helping with the poverty. You are isolated though, and that's primarily because of this guy. I think we're trying to un-isolate you. Yeah, look, we're building roads around here like this. Okay, you built a grocer. Now it's time for you to build a... Let's see if we can't deal with the amphitheater zoo problem. I think we're going to maybe try and focus on those a little bit around my empire. I've got 10 turns of buildings. Like, for example, we're working a lot of forest in here. So that kind of makes me feel like, even though like the poverty is a problem, the zoo tourism could be amazing here. The zoo opera house, and just kind of get that little bit of extra culture that might help us push on until a new dawn. So let's get our units set up for this push now. I'm tempted to citadel here. And I will citadel here, because that'll put me in a position to attack Grand River. If I put an infantry here. Let's see, I want you to take... I don't think I need movement on you. I think I need things that'll help keep you alive. So for example, Stalwart will give you a lot of defense when defending. How long until I can purchase another great general? Not too long, not too long. See if we can't take the field promotion here. So where do we want our shooter units? Well, I think this is where melee units are going to go here. So I think I can start getting some shooter units in position like there, for example. You're a lower range shooter unit, so that might not be the best place for you. Who has range 4? You would be better off in that spot, I think. So let me move you there then. And then you're a range what? Range 3. So this is the furthest you want to be away. You're going to go there and there, because I'm going to attack to the left here with these units to kill off some of these. Okay, you're a 4. You're a 3. I'll need another 4 somewhere. Bring this great general over here to this tile. Put a 3 here as well, so we can immediately start bombarding the city. What are you? You're a 3. I guess I could put a 3 on top of this tile. Bit risky, but it should be okay. We also need to move these planes over once they're healed up to Aquisasm. I don't know how to say it properly. Expending gave us military supply, empire-wide bonus. We have a strategic monopoly on horses. We made peace with a bunch of people. Are we at war with anyone still? That's worth checking. Lenaventa, let me ask for tribute from you. Mainly just want the gold and the culture from that. Expanding borders. Okay, lots of good stuff. Borders of Sipar have grown. Sipar? Where the hell is Sipar? Oh, we're picking up like monopolies up here off this copper. And the copper monopoly is actually amazing, to the point where I'm considering killing Lake Simcoe and Wellington for the copper monopoly. Like if we look, it's 10% production, right? Yeah, it is. Let's have a look. Which ones do we have? Okay. We're getting pretty close to a lot of different monopolies. Oops, I just punched my microphone there a little bit. Whoops. God damn it, I'm really bad. Really bad at that. We're going to also want... So I have 2 tanks over here. I'm going to want some tanks ready to push into the desert, I think. With a bit of infantry lined up, I think. We did just get a great engine or great merchant over here, which we could probably sell to Vilnius, which will give us "We Love the King" days everywhere. And you know, in combination with our other policies, that's 15% production pretty much everywhere, which is quite nice. Let's go ahead and bring you down here. Give you the upgrade juice. So next we're going to be taking on Varna. Then we're going to be positioning our artillery to bombard Brantford, and maybe try to do a naval invasion of Brantford or something. See if we can't get units up onto this tile to take the city. Yeah, Brantford. It's going to be the next next city. Probably going to take Varna, Brantford. See if we can't push down through here. Sydney. Let's see, anyone else I can bully? No, it doesn't look like it just yet. Once you heal, you hold for a turn. How do we want to position ourselves? I think very clearly we want to move these guys all back and put infantry on the front line. These 4 infantry on the front line and push in towards Varna, and then use the artillery and the machine guns, primarily the artillery, but a little bit of machine guns behind them to support. Is that where I want you? You could also be supporting from these hills, I guess. That's what we could do with those guys. Anti-aircraft gun, I'll just have you hanging out with these tanks for now. Just hold... For now, we'll just tell everyone to fortify while we... Just for a little bit of time, except you. No, you're still coming up to the front line, so let's upgrade you. Oh, whoops, I moved you too far. Let's keep getting upgrades at least. There's the turn. Interesting that she decided to declare war on me. Might be worth it to upgrade some of these units now. I think I will upgrade here. I have the money. My war readiness should drip down now, I'm hoping. I'm hoping it comes down. I'm a little bit scared, to be honest. It's at 38 right now. I'd like it to go down to like 30. 20, that's even better, okay. Okay, I'm gonna spend a bit of time in here. You're not in my territory. I'll pay add a 65 to this. Okay. Hospital, excellent. Let's see, could you build me a unit in a reasonable amount of time? No, I think I'm gonna be purchasing those things. Let's see. You actually don't have huge poverty problems, thanks to your hospital. So I'm thinking maybe I could grab a zoo here. If I went zoo, museum zoo, it would give me a decent chunk of culture in here. And reduce my boredom. And boredom is kind of hurting me because it's giving the Iroquois here. And you can see they're getting closer and closer. See, they're getting a big bonus from the boredom in my empire, which is kind of scary. The differing ideologies is helping, but the bonus is really hard to deal with. So I think we'll spend a bit of time maybe getting a bit more culture, seeing if we can deal with some of this boredom to try and defend ourselves. Okay, well, this does open up the opportunity to get the monopoly up here, but I don't care enough to do it. Just gonna try and keep things churning along nicely. Just gonna fortify all these units. I need to keep track of when my peace treaty with... Oh yeah, let's rebase. What's the rebase key? It is Alt-R. That's too much like Alt-W. I'm kind of scared to press the wrong one there. Okay, now you... Where's the 4-range artillery? Yeah, you should be here, and the 4-range artillery should be there, and then the infantry should be there. Let's not rest on our laurels, actually. Let's get into the positions we want. Alright. We'll get into more positions. So we have a tank push that's going to be kind of pushing left and down. Really is kind of the direction it's going. It's kind of anchored to push completely left, but it's mostly going to push down and see if we can't get some flag kills here. You're going to be assisting on this front. Fortify here next turn. An enemy is near. Generating extra unhappiness. Vive la Revolution. So Montreal should come out of resistance this turn. My war weariness, I'm hoping that it comes down by another like half. What did he build? He built the Apollo program. Ruh-roh. Okay, so... Yep, my war weariness is almost gone. Bonus yield, city connection established, Sidon has grown. Borders of Turku have grown, we got more uranium. Shoot there. Shoot there, choose production over here. Ah, you built your factory, excellent. So, maybe it's time to deal with your culture problem. Get a opera house and a zoo. Do some fortifying here. Got some units to upgrade over there. Caravan. Continue to trade with Montreal. That'll help get him up and running a little bit. So how many turns of peace left with this guy? 9 turns, okay. So that's kind of like the big thing we're keeping track of. I don't think we're going to be able to kill Rome, so I think our best bet is to try and kill the Iroquois. I don't think I'm going to be able to do a domination victory. It's too stressful and difficult. Oh, Caesar is plotting against me. I might be able to nuke him. Might be able to nuke the hell out of Rome. Like, see if I can't maybe send off some nuclear submarines filled with nuclear missiles. That could be something worth doing, maybe? Drop nukes all over them. Buy myself time to build the science thingies. The spaceships. Spaceship parts. We're building another tank in Helsinki. Wait, we shouldn't be, though. I don't think I told you to build a tank, did I? I might have done that. It was a mistake, if I did. We need buildings. Not tanks. Although tanks are nice too. Alright, museum is finishing. It's going to be more culture. I'm also really hoping that the game doesn't crash here, because it is looking like it might have crashed. No, things are still happening. Okay. kind of held still there for a few seconds there, and I kind of panicked a little bit. Yeah, this game is definitely like kind of gigantic. Bucharest has declared war on me. Okay. Poverty, crime, isolation. A lot of those things should go away. So let's have a look here. We've got crime. The huge. Walls and... walls. So let's have a look here. Happiness. Ah, this city is not unhappy at all. Let's see. Now, broadcast tower. +1 culture and tourism for every 5 citizens in the city. Ooh. That's tempting. It's a lot of culture. It's a lot of culture. I mean, tourism and culture at this stage in the game. It does a lot, right? Because it makes it easier to conquer people's cities. So I could get maybe some of these people up to like 30%. Is it really important? Don't think so. I might be better off just mass producing like bombers, but that's kind of expensive in terms of these things. So maybe I would be better off just mass producing units of another kind. I can almost purchase another great general. We'll save that purchase for when things change. Out of curiosity, let me have a look here. Three turns until we want to use this. Let's go ahead and blap. That'll give me a bunch of gold, and we love the king days everywhere. Expending a great person. All these great things. Ah, yes. Upgrading all these units. You fortify there. Choose production. All right, we built agribusiness. So I think I will pick up a zoo just because it gives forests and jungles +1 culture, and it reduces our culture need, and it provides culture, and it gives us a chunk of tourism, which might make it easier to conquer some other cities too. So we got a train station in here. We can't afford the factory because we lack coal. So that's fairly reasonable. Let's grab the circus and opera house to try and bring the boredom modifier down. We're going to try and hurt his ability to culturally dominate us. We'll go opera house, zoo. Purchase all these faith buildings. That'll put back how long it'll take us to get to the other guy. So let's grab walls. We want to get the defensive buildings because I have bonuses for them. Global war games. Don't mind if I do. Shoot there. Alright, caravan. I've got another trade route available to me. I tell you what I will do. I will purchase another caravan. A nice little chunk of science. 36 science. Ooh. It's quite a good chunk. My infantry is being bombarded by a Gatling gun somewhere. Who knows where it is? In all honesty, it could be anywhere. Ah, yes, they're bombarding me over here. That's where it is. England. How the hell do I get to Rome? I would need to build a navy to do damage to Rome. I mean, that might be the thing that I do. Okay, my happiness tanked again. I don't have an explanation for that. Just all of a sudden, my poverty was huge. Okay, so let's see. What's underway here? Passport system failed. Failed. Global war games passed. So let's get global war games in every city. The exception of cities that are building train stations and factories, because that'll slow their production down. You're also relatively new, so you're exempt. You're relatively new, so you're exempt. You're new, so you're exempt. You're new, so you're exempt. So we won't do it here because we need to finish the Pentagon. We can do it here. We can do it here. We can do it here. We'll let the hospital finish because it's one turn away. Anything that's like 1 or 2 turns away, we'll let them finish. But otherwise, we will put the global war games in place. All right, so I finished walls over here. That's going to hopefully help again with this. Let's grab the castle. And here, we'll grab a castle. Make a proposal. Click the propose. +1 production from science, +1 science from engineers. Great scientists provide 33% more science when used to discover new technology may be built, only be built collaboratively through the World Congress. Spaceflight regulations. Hell no. Travel ban, commit. We want to reduce the Iroquois' influence in a bunch of cities. Keep shooting here. Okay, you fortify. Let's have a look. How many turns until peace with the Iroquois is over? Peace treaty, where is it? Defensive pact with the Iroquois in Morocco. Okay. Where's our peace treaty? Oh no, sorry, that's Polynesia. Whoops. At war with Ormus, Almany, denounced by Byzantium, England, Babylon. Okay, 7 turns left until we can declare war again. And we will be declaring war again because we get boosts for that. Okay, tank. Let's fortify a bunch of these units. Alright, nice one. Caravan. Your job is to help get rid of some isolation here. Scientist. Bulb. There we go, nuclear fission, so we can build atomic bombs now. What does it take to build an atomic bomb? Let's see. Unit is consumed during attack. Unleash nuclear devastation upon your foes. Does great damage to cities and damages any units caught in the blast. Maybe stationed on aircraft carriers. Requires a Manhattan Project and uranium resource. So we could start dropping nukes. If I were to nuke, I would nuke this tile here. Isn't there a more advanced? There's a nuclear missile. Unleash nuclear destruction. Does great damage to cities. Damages any units caught in the blast radius. Requires Manhattan Project and 2 uranium resources. Is there any particular wonders we need to get? No. Not really. Mechanized infantry would be amazing if we could pick those up. We have a lot of infantry. We won't get it in time, but even so, maybe better bombers would be totally fine as well. It's an extra 15 combat strength on our bombers, which means they're harder to kill and stuff like that. Or we could pick up penicillin, we could get submarines. They're not nuclear submarines though. Where's the nuclear submarine here? Yeah, if we were going to go nuke Rome, we would want to grab... We want to grab penicillin to build some submarines. We would want to grab advanced ballistics to build nuclear missiles, and then we would want to grab nuclear submarines to go actually do the thing and upgrade the submarines. So what we'll do is, I think we're going to pick up radar, and maybe mobile tactics. Where's the Apollo program? It's here in satellites. Where's the giant debt robot? Oh, it's over here in nuclear fusion. I mean, we could get some job. We could go for it. We could just go straight for giant debt robots, I guess. That's an option. We'll pick up radar here, and then we'll kind of make a decision between advanced ballistics and mobile tactics. Okay, next turn. Oh, I should have actually ended this episode. It's kind of like... Theodora is plotting against me. I kind of let this game run over a little bit, which was a mistake. I should, or the episode run over, rather. I should be ending a little bit sooner. Yes, you can buy some wine off me. Sure thing. Okay, we're finishing a castle here. I'm hoping to maybe bring back some of this unhappiness in the next turn or two. Alrighty, well. There's my tanks. Thankfully, it was just anti-aircraft units that spawned, which aren't so bad. Go ahead and take accuracy and shoot there. Choose production. All right, you built a grocer. Since you're relatively new and you're relatively weak, so you're going to be kind of exempt from the global war games thing. Actually, speaking of which, "62% completed. Receive a free Great General, 1 infantry, and 4 of your military units will be maintenance free." So I'm hoping we get the gold on that. I don't know if we will, but it's a possibility. Ooh, nuclear plant. Plus 50% production. I think that only is available if you haven't built a coal plant, and I do have coal plants in some of my cities, which is unfortunate. The nuclear plant is amazing, though. Okay, so it's definitely poverty. Definitely poverty. So what are the things that are affecting poverty? Market. Get all these basic buildings. Choose production. Castle in here, we're going to want a constabulary. Want to try and deal with one of these problems at a time. Apparently I'm still being attacked. Okay. Okay. 62% completed. Cat steal from Polynesia. We completely eclipsed them. Let's go into the next turn. So this global war game should be finished this turn as far as I can tell. Yeah, sure, you can have your independence. Very well. So I gave him independence and he declared war on me. Just goes to show you, you know, kindness is repaid. No good deed goes unpunished, so to speak. Anyway, look, I've already let this episode run crazy over, but it looks like the Iroquois actually took the gold here. which is kind of scary. Anyway, look, I'm going to call this an end to this episode. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. Please remember to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. Remember to leave a like if you want to directly support my channel, and remember to leave a comment if you want to give me your feedback. Other than that, though, I want to say I love you all very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.